morning guys, and I hope you all had a really happy Easter. It is Tuesday and I am back in the shed for a busy day. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I am a full-time eBay seller here in Australia, and as you can see, I sell a lot of books. Today I'm going to talk to you about my Easter weekend sales. I'm going to show you some of my solds, and I'm also going to go through a garage sale haul that I picked up the other day. Now, before I get started picking all my eBay orders, I wanted to tell you what I've already got done today because I'm feeling pretty motivated and I've got a bit of a spring in my step today. Now, the first thing I did this morning to give my eBay store some love from the moment I woke up was I checked all my messages in my inbox and I answered any messages that I had and cleared it so my message box now says it has 0 messages in it. Next thing I did was I sent all the offers possible that I could, and I also accepted an offer that had come in overnight. If an offer comes in overnight while you're sleeping, if you can accept that offer first thing in the morning, I really feel like it gives your store a little bit of a boost. I had 4 sales within the first hour of me getting up and giving my store all this activity. So I really do think that if you get up in the morning, you give your store some love, eBay will hopefully love you back for the rest of the day. Now, my virtual assistant has also been doing some drafts for me. I used to get my virtual assistant to list for me, but now I'm just getting her to draft for me, and I'm doing the price comping at home now rather than here in the shed, and it's actually working out a whole lot better for me. Now, my virtual assistant had done 50 new drafts for me overnight. So I went in this morning and did 30 brand new listings. And the next thing I did was I sent my virtual assistant another 50 books that I had prepped yesterday to send her today. So now she's got another 50 items that she'll be able to do this afternoon or this evening whenever she gets a chance. And the last thing I did was I printed all my orders. Now, because it's been a long weekend, I've actually been printing my orders on a daily basis because I didn't want to get to the end of the 4-day weekend and then have a whole heap of orders to have to print out all at once. So I've been doing it on a daily basis, so it didn't actually take me too long this morning to print out the orders that had come in overnight. So now it's time to come in here, pick all the orders, get them packed and posted, and I want to show you this great haul I got from a garage sale. Okay guys, these are all the weekend sales that I've had over the Easter break. Now, all up here I've got 66 sales, and it's not too bad. I would have liked a little bit more, to be honest. I felt like a couple of the days were really quite quiet, and then the next day would pick back up again, but I guess it all kind of evens out, but I would have liked to see it a little bit more consistent over the long weekend. But this is all the books that I've got. I'll just quickly go through some of them for you. I don't have the prices here with me, but you'll be able to have a little bit of a look at what I've sold. Okay, self-help, thank God it's Monday. I've got a book about slow cooker recipes and another cookbook here on baking. How I Lose You, this is a fiction book. Another cookbook here, The Country Table, that's actually a really nice book. Another one here about macaroons. Okay, we've got Self-Help, The 10-Minute Trainer, Rosie Waterland, Every Lie I've Ever Told, Tuesdays with Maury, Truth Overruled, and Rats, Crooks Who Got Away With It. We've got one here, Crisis. I've got a 50 Shades bundle here. Over here, I've got 4 books in a bundle by Philippa Gregory. So she writes historical novels, kind of like historical romance. Monica McInnery, she doesn't sell for very much, this girl, but I'm a bit iffy about whether or not I pick her up again. Okay, we've got another fiction book, another cookbook going out, 15-minute meals. Everybody likes to cook a quick meal these days. Canna Campbell, Self-Help, The $1,000 Project. I'm a fangirl of Canna. She's a local Aussie girl, and I knew that would be a quick flip. I've already got this book in my personal collection, or I would have kept it. I bought that. It was only listed a couple of days, and it's sold. John Birmingham, he sells quite well for me, actually. Jaws, that's a cool one. Okay, we've got some James Patterson here. Diary of a Submissive. I've read that book myself. It's quite interesting. Why Buddhism. The Death of a Red Heroine. Some more fiction here, fiction. Okay, we've got a 2-pack here of fiction. These 2-pack here are a religious set of books. Terry Pratchett, that one sold really fast. You know, like I had that sitting on my shelf here for ages, and then over the weekend I realized it wasn't listed. Literally, I listed it and I reckon within 30 minutes it was sold. So I don't know if I underpriced it or what, but it's been sitting there on the shelf for so long. So there you go. We've got the Devil Wears Prada set here. Nora Roberts sold quite well this weekend. So I've got 5 books. 2 of the books are going to one buyer, but the other 3 are all to individual buyers. I've got a 2-pack down here of Matthew Riley. Some more fiction here. Healthy Child, Healthy World. Donnie Brasco, it's like true crime. Some more I find true crime and underworld kind of books do go really quite well. Some more fiction. Here we've got some vintage Tony Robbins. Check out that photo, guys. Isn't that absolutely great? I love that. Okay, we've got James Herbert. He's another good seller. The Falcon Throne, some fantasy going out. We've got a book on tropical aquarium fish. We've got the Hungry Student Cookbook. We've got some more fiction going out. More fiction over here. We've got a book on cross-stitch design. Another cookbook, the retro one. This one sold really fast. I just listed that. Literally, it sold within, I think it sold the same day or if not the next day. But there you go, the Bush Tucker Man. The Bible. This is a large illustrated, I think, Bible. Yep. Fiction. This little set sold well. This is a pack of children's readers. So I can't remember what I sold that for, around about $39, and I literally picked those up for free. We've got some more true crime, some more fantasy, 2-pack here of Jamie Oliver. We've got a 3-pack here of Lee Child, Di Morrissey in a 2-pack, Jeffrey Archer in a 2-pack, and James Patterson, books 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Women's Murder Club. So that is all my songs. So now it's time to package them up. This is how I set it up to make sure that I work really fast, because I don't want to stuff around and take any extra time that I need to while packing my orders. Now I have my shipping bench all set up. I've stacked it up. It's ready to go. I have got my trolley down here with IKEA bags. I've got spare IKEA bags. I'm probably going to need at least 6 bags today. I've put my bin right here to put my labels, and I've put my books that need to be shipped today right here for me. Now, one of the biggest questions I get asked whenever I show shipping in a video is, how do I know what book goes with what label? So if you're an Aussie, here's a quick tip for you on how I do it. I print my labels via My Post Business with Australia Post. And on those labels, it comes up with a reference number. Now, it'll come up with a generic reference number when you're printing your labels, but you can actually change that number to whatever it is that you want. So I normally put in whatever the name of the book is. This one says Tuesdays with Maury. So I know that that's the book that goes with that shipping label. Now, if I've got a bundle, for example, like Jamie here, I will just write on the label 2 by Jamie. Or this one here, I will write 4 by James. The only exception is if I'm selling erotic novels. So if I'm selling something like this, I'm not going to put 50 Shades of Grey into the reference because that person might want to keep that private. So I would maybe just write the number 50 or write FIFTY. So I just put something in there that's going to reference it so I know what that book is. Okay, let's ship. Okay, I'm done. What do we got? 8 IKEA bags today, so it's a fair effort. So I've got one little lonely book sitting here. This guy wasn't actually paid for, but I've picked him anyway, so he's waiting here now until that payment comes through. Okay, I got one book that I could not find. And I'm not going to fiddle around with it today because I want to get all these to the post office and I still want to go through this haul. However, I will go through and look for it first thing in the morning, and fingers crossed I find it. Sometimes you just need fresh eyes. Sometimes I can be looking for a book and I just do not see it. And then I go back at another stage the next day and it's staring me right in the face. So I'm hoping that's the case with this book when I look for it tomorrow morning. Anyway, fingers crossed. Now, a week ago, last weekend, I bought this haul from a garage sale. I put a little snap of it up on Instagram showing when I bought it. Basically, I saw this lady had lots of books advertised. I went to her garage sale and I asked her how much she would like for all the books. And she told me $100. So I paid $100 for all these books, as well as this bag on the table. And I've been meaning to get it out so I can photograph it, but I wanted to show you guys what I got for $100. I think a lot of it was kids' books from memories, but I'm going to put it all out on this table and let's take a look. Now, I want to explain to you that this is the reason why I like buying off Facebook Marketplace. If I can get a haul off Facebook Marketplace, what happens is you're getting somebody's personal collection, which means you often get sets of books because somebody who likes to read will often like to read the same author. So get a load of this. Okay, so there is like a heap of Ando books here, a heap of Diary of the Wimpy Kid, the Treehouse Story. I've got Percy Jackson. I've got David Williams here. I've got another set here. I've got a box set down here of the Dork Diaries, and there was a whole heap more Dork Diaries somewhere down here, like another 4. Thea Stilton, the Stilton books go really quite well for me. They're by Geronimo Stilton. That's a great box set to get. Did I just say something? That's a great box set to get. Okay, we've got the Beatrix Potter. Now, how beautiful is this book? I mean, it's a beautiful hardcover book in a slipcase. That's got to be worth some dollars. I've got 3 Marion Keys down here. Again, look at this, Wind in the Willows. What a beautiful box set that is. That is going to be money. And a Peter Rabbit Library. That's money there. And down here, this is full of books as well. The bulging box of books. I got a stash down here. They're all Roald Dahl. I've got Jodi Picoult, 50 Shades. I've got some old vintage Stephen King. And even though they look like they're in absolute rubbish condition, old Stephen King sells. I've got a stack of like Woman's Weekly cookbooks here. So I'll be able to bundle those and do something with those. I've got some fairy tale books here. I've got a huge mixture here. Gosh, I don't even know how to show you all this. These look like, ooh, that one makes noise. We've got, that one doesn't look like it's worth much, and maybe not that one. These two will go together. Guinness Book of World Records, I might redonate that one. I've got a couple of Lorna Jane books here, strange, 2 are the same. I've got self-help, okay, 5 Languages of Love, that is a guaranteed sale. The self-help here, there's some great self-help books in this lot. I mean, this is really such an amazing haul. $100, guys. I mean, I've got a few Harry Potters down here. Oh, this is a great book to sell. Have a New Kid by Friday. Now, first aid books, guys, look out for them. They sell fast and they sell well. So that one being first aid for children, absolutely sure thing that one will sell. Oh, what do we got here? We've got some more non-fiction. Oh my goodness. Some cooking books, some Jamie Oliver. Win-win, guys. I got that for $100. Okay, so I'm not going to photograph these books now. It's nearly 2 o'clock. I want to get my shipping to the post office. It's also my granny's birthday and she's 94 today. So I want to go take her some flowers and have a visit. So I'm glad that I finally pulled that haul out, but because it's been sitting there in the bags in my way and I wanted to go through it because it's much easier to empty a haul all at once and see what you've got to make sure you've got sets of things and what you can bundle together. So now that I've unloaded all that and I can see, I'm going to set it aside on some tables, and tomorrow when I come in here, these are going to be the books that I straight away start to photograph. Now, if you're interested in seeing more about my packing station as I was shipping today, I've got a full video which shows everything that I've got on my packing station and how I set it up to work efficiently for me. So what I'm going to do is link that right here now for you and click over and go and give it a watch. See ya!